go through the process, or just go
Yes,
through the
go
answer,
through
then
the process. So what is a formation reaction doing?
Well, it's basically forming a molecule. In this case, it's baking soda.
Right, so in a formation reaction, the thing that you're given, is that going to be a reactant or a product?
The thing you're going to is a product.
Right, so that's different than the others. This is going to be the product. So then, how do you know what to form that product out of?
You just kind of break up the molecule into its atomic parts. So we have sodium plus hydrogen 2, because it's a homonuclear diatomic, plus carbon plus O2.
Okay, so we've got 2 homonuclear diatomics in baking soda, hydrogen and oxygen. So we have to make sure we don't mess that up when we write the elements. So you just take elements, you form the compound that you're given. So in a formation reaction, the compound is the product. So if you start right away writing down the thing that I give you, instead of making that the product, then that's not going to work. All right, so we've got formation here. Now is it balanced?
No, at this current time it's not.
So what do we do?
Well, what I did was I took the product side and multiplied the whole thing by 2, since O is since the oxygen is an odd number.
Right.
So to make it even, then you can multiply the O2 by 3 and you get 6. And the sodium by 2. The hydrogen does not need to be multiplied, the carbon by 2.
Okay. So then you count up. You've got 2 sodium, 2 sodium, 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, because the coefficient here makes that 2. 2 carbon, 2 carbon. 3 times 2 is 6 oxygen. 2 times 3 is 6 oxygen. So that is the balanced chemical equation for the formation of baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Would that be ionic or covalent?
That would be ionic, correct?
Yes, because sodium's a metal. Perfect. All right, and our next question was the decomposition of lead iodide. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I told you, normally with ionics like lead iodide, you could write it if I just said lead iodide. But since lead is a transition metal instead of one of those nice ones, you haven't figured out, you haven't learned yet how to write it. Because if I said lead iodide and you wrote PBI, that would be understandable at this point, really.
Oh, sorry, I was stretching.
Oh.
Like really,
So lead iodide is PBI2, but you'll learn the transition metals in a couple modules. So who would like to go for decomposition? All right, Austin. So tell us just about decomposition in general.
Decomposition is you start with a molecule and then you break it down into individual elements.
Okay, so we'll start with our molecule. And then we break it down. And what are the elements that it's composed of?
PB, which I would need to look for, and then iodine.